Hello, my name is Jonah, and today I will be showing you the time lapse of me cleaning up my garage while explaining why I'm doing things and how I store my entire Christmas light show inside my garage. Also being able to fit 2 cars in there. In the bottom left, you can see the real time elapsed now, and I will be commentating throughout this. So the cable that I'm working with right now is solid core, which means that the wires inside are actually solid, which makes it much harder to work with and wind up into a loop like I did. So that ended up taking me a lot of time in this. So you can see that I have all of the controllers laid out. I'm picking them up right now and putting them into one box. This is basically the box that I'm using for all of my controllers right now that can fit. I'm gonna end up putting one up on that shelf in the back because simply they don't all fit in there. So you can see me here start to put together cables and put them up on that wall there. I've got a bunch of hooks and stuff on there, and then I'm using some little cable wrap things that my mom got me to bundle up the cables and get them on that wall neatly. So now you'll see me put this singing face up above the garage area. I'm trying to use that area to my advantage because that is out of the way and free space that I can use. Now you'll see me taking down the 3 cables that I had to run to the other side of the house. Last year I ran them over the house, but that didn't work this year because we've got those floodlights on the side. So they had to be run through the garage and then out under the garage door. So now you see me wrapping up those cables, again getting ready to put them up back on the wall like everything else. So now we're switching to the outside portion of this video. So I wasn't actually completely done putting away all the lights. So you can see me bringing in these little white trees. Here I'm having the car be moved so I can have more space to move stuff around, and closing the garage so I can fit all of these up on the top area of my garage. So now I'm going back outside to take down the half mega tree. This actually took longer than expected because the ground was frozen, which means all of the stakes that are holding all 16 of those strings of lights in are all frozen in there. So I actually had to use hot water to melt the soil a bit to help get them out. You can see that one I'm having a lot of trouble with, and you can see the time goes up. I spent like 5 minutes doing just one because it was so stuck in there. So here I am removing the top section from that tree, and then taking the pole and putting it in the garage and dragging the lights into the garage. And those are gonna go in that box right there with the lights from the other pixel tree. So now you are looking at me taking down the AC tree. This just has 8 strings of normal lights. The top is 3D printed and designed by me. The star on the top was not designed by me, but I hot glued smart pixels around the side and I have fun with that. This was the first big prop that I made myself. And again, because it's so cold, you can see that I have a big container that's full of hot water. I'm using that to pull all the stakes out, and in a minute here, I'll use it to pull the big white pole out that holds up the tree. Now we're up on the roof, and I'm taking down all the cables that lead up there. Now you can see me taking down the lights that are up on the top area of the roof. People like to call these piano keys, even though I never use them to represent a piano sound. There are 6 of them total, and you can see me wrapping them up on this little wheel I have. So now you can see that I'm getting some help from my dad bringing these down to the garage for storage. So now I am taking down the little floodlights that I was mentioning on the side of the house. These are the cheapest ones I could find on Amazon. They're controlled through the DMX output on one of the AlphaPix controllers that I have. And now I am putting them away in a box nicely so that they're easy to get out and set up for next year. Now I am cleaning up the rest of the garage with the extra stuff that I just took down.
You're alone in the jungle now. You wanna make a fire but don't know how. You're alone in the jungle now, trying to survive. You're alone in the jungle now. You wanna make a fire but don't know how. You're alone in the jungle now, full of stupid monkeys. Monkeys think they're really smart, always knew it from the start. They came up with science and arts, covering their monkey parts. Monkeys are confused, always asking why. Monkeys are scared, they don't want to die. Monkeys pray to gods and then they fight about whose god is right. You know it's just another monkey. 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 You know you're 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 just another monkey. When you join the monkey choir, just another monkey. When you learn what it's about, you're just another monkey. When you finally have the fire, you're just another monkey. You can burn the jungle down. You're just another monkey. They're alone in the desert now. They wanna make a fire but don't know how. They're alone in the desert now, trying to survive. They're alone in the desert now. They wanna make a fire but don't know how. They're alone in the desert now, and you're the stupid monkey. You know that you're really smart, always knew it from the start. You have power, you have heart.
I feel like you should know that the number you're seeing right there is not the total time it took. There's a lot that was just done off camera. So it took an estimated like 8 hours total to take everything down and clean it all up. But I didn't time lapse the first couple parts. Alright, thank you for watching. I know this is a new channel. I don't expect it to get too popular. It's Christmas light content, so your subscription would be much appreciated.